Hi, my name is Megan, and this is the game I have created for my final major project. So, the words I have chosen for my project were conspiracy and cottagecore. So, I tried to convey these themes both through the visual style and narrative of my game. The overall plot of my game is based around the main character, who you play as, Mari, who one day gets her supply of honey stolen by what she presumes to be one of the various types of bees found in the game. However, she is not entirely sure, so she needs to gather various pieces of evidence, such as different flowers and bee types, for her research. My main inspirations for this game were other games that include a farming system like Stardew Valley, as I think simpler and more relaxing gameplay suits a cottagecore style game. This farming flower mechanic also works well with the overall themes and narratives of my game, as it revolves around bees. Another core inspiration for my game is creature collector games like Pokemon, as I wanted to implement a mechanic where you can catch various different types of bees. The gameplay of my game mainly revolves around the catching and farming system. In order to grow the various flowers in the game, the player must drag the seed pack over the top of one of the growing patches. For them to grow, the player must water them by clicking on them when they are close to the seeds, then wait around 5 seconds for the plant to be fully grown. Once the flower is there, it is able to be picked by clicking on it. It will also register how many of a specific item you've collected, which is useful later on for quests. At the bottom of the map, there are 3 different types of bees that the player is able to catch by clicking on them when they are in range. There are also a dialogue and quest system, which you can access by clicking on an NPC. Clicking on them by using the left mouse button will activate the dialogue, and clicking on them with the right mouse button will activate the quest menu. Overall, I am happy with what the final game is like. However, if I had more time on this project, there is a few more features I would have liked to have added. For example, I made 3 different NPCs with animated sprites, but because of time constraints, I was only able to implement one of them into the game. So I would have liked for all 3 to be in there. There were lots of other mechanics that I would like to have added, such as a working inventory UI, but I greatly underestimated the amount of time programming would take, as I had never done it before, so I had to learn a lot, which made me unable to have the time to implement these features.